Is it time to buy or sell SOFI stock? In this video, we are diving deep into SOFI. Our initial report was published on our website on Friday, the 29th of August, 2025, and now we are here to provide you with an even more detailed analysis. Remember to subscribe, hit the like button, and turn on the notification bell to stay updated on our latest analyses. You do not want to miss any crucial updates that could impact your investments. Enhance your trading decisions by trying our newly launched AI stock analysis tool powered by GPT-4 at StockInvest.us. Tap into the power of AI and receive a complimentary price prediction and in-depth analysis for any one among 45,000 companies worldwide today. Please note that this video is for informational purposes only and should not be considered as financial advice. Since the 30th of May 2025, our system has identified SOFI as a buy candidate, assigning it a score of 3.58. Now, let's examine the stock's performance during this time frame. Investors who acted on our analysis would have realized an impressive gain of 92.03% since we first recommended SOFI as a buy candidate 64 days ago. This equates to an average return of 1.44% per day since it was designated as a buy candidate. The stock is situated in the midst of a broad and robust upward trend in the short term, indicating that further increases within this trend are likely. The current 3-month trend suggests a potential change of approximately 86.57% over the next 3 months, with possible returns ranging between 74.66% and 96.82%. Examining the longer term, our 12-month analysis projects a change of around 72.47%. Based on our assessments, the stock's performance could vary from negative 6.15% to 77.79% over the next year. In current terms, this would place the future price somewhere between $23.97 and $45.41. Our latest daily update for SOFI includes the headline, "A decline on Friday for SOFI stock after losing 1.92%. The SOFI stock price fell by 1.92% on the last day, Friday, the 29th of August, 2025, from $26.04 to $25.54. During the last trading day, the stock fluctuated 4.80%, with a day low at $25.21 and a day high of $26.42. The price has shown volatility during this period, resulting in a 7.45% gain over the last 2 weeks. Notably, volume decreased on the last day alongside the stock price, which is actually a positive indicator as volume typically follows the stock. On the last day, trading volume fell by 13 million shares, with a total of 53 million shares traded for approximately $1.36 billion. Over the past 52 weeks, the highest stock price was $26.61, while the lowest price was $6.75. Currently, the price is 4%, or $1.07, below the 52-week high, and 9.62%, or $2.72, below the all-time high recorded on the 1st of February, 2021, when the price reached $28.26. SOFI has experienced significant growth over the past few months, with shares increasing by approximately 55% in just 2 months and nearly tripling over the last year. This surge is attributed to fee-based revenues rising to $378 million, which accounts for about 44% of total revenue. Financial services revenue surged by 106% year over year, reaching $363 million, with contribution margins nearing 52%. Meanwhile, the technology platform generated $110 million, maintaining a margin of roughly 30%. These shifts from interest income to fee and platform income are driving profitability and enhancing predictability in results. In the near term, momentum and expectations of an earnings beat are likely to keep the stock volatile to the upside. Analysts are noting potential revisions, and SOFI's upcoming appearance at Goldman Sachs conference will place management in the spotlight, both of which could serve as catalysts for further upward movement if guidance and member growth remain strong. Looking ahead, sustained growth in fee-based revenue and high-margin platform income could support a higher valuation multiple and more durable earnings. However, the recent rally has already factored in a considerable amount of growth. Market risks such as competition, regulatory changes, or a weakening credit cycle could lead to sharp pullbacks if growth or margins decline. Key factors that will influence the stock include the results compared to elevated expectations, analyst re-ratings, and whether the trends in fee and platform revenues continue. Analyst ratings. On Wednesday, the 30th of July 2025, it was reported that Morgan Stanley assigned SOFI an underweight rating with a hold action. On Friday, the 11th of July 2025, it was reported that Cowen & Company rated SOFI as hold with an initialize action. On Wednesday, the 11th of June 2025, it was reported that Stephens gave SOFI an overweight rating along with an initialize action. On Tuesday, the 14th of January 2025, it was reported that Citigroup assigned SOFI a buy rating with a hold action. On Friday, the 3rd of January 2025, it was reported that Deutsche Bank rated SOFI as hold with a hold action. Analysts have assigned a general sell rating to SOFI stock. They categorize the price-to-earnings ratio as a strong sell and the price-to-book ratio similarly as strong sell. Regarding return on investment, the analysts have given the stock a neutral rating. Following signals have been identified for SOFI. The SOFI stock exhibits buy signals from both short and long-term moving averages, suggesting a positive outlook for the stock. Additionally, there is a general buy signal indicated by the relationship between the two averages, with the short-term average positioned above the long-term average. During downward corrections, support will be found at $25.24 and $22.72. A decline below either of these levels will trigger sell signals. Moreover, a buy signal is also present from the 3-month Moving Average Convergence Divergence, or MACD. However, some negative signals have emerged, which could influence the near-term developments. A sell signal was generated from a pivot top point on Monday, August 25, 2025, and so far, the stock has dropped by 2.33%. Further declines are anticipated until a new bottom pivot is established. Notably, volume decreased alongside the price during the last trading day, which mitigates overall risk, as volume should align with price movements. Here are some additional signals you might find intriguing. Moving Average Convergence Divergence indicates a buy signal. Pivots indicated a sell signal 5 days ago. Bollinger Bands indicated a buy signal 5 days ago. Short-term moving average indicated a buy signal 7 days ago. If we examine the 12-month chart, we observe short moving average indicated a buy signal 64 days ago. The long-term moving average indicated a sell signal 62 days ago. The relationship between the short and long moving averages indicated a buy signal 60 days ago. For more signals, be sure to visit our page at StockInvest.us. Support, risk, and stop loss for SOFI. On the downside, the stock finds support just below today's level from accumulated volume at $22.40 and $21.87. There is a natural risk involved when a stock is testing a support level, as breaking this level may lead the stock to fall to the next support level. In this scenario, SOFI finds support just below today's level at $22.40. If this is broken, the next support from accumulated volume will be at $21.87 and $21.20. This stock may experience significant movement during the day, indicating volatility, and with a large prediction interval from the Bollinger Band, it is considered to be high risk. Over the last day, the stock moved $1.21 between its high and low, representing a change of 4.8%. Over the last week, the stock has shown a daily average volatility of 4.9%. Point out. Before we dive into the potential trading levels for SOFI, let's briefly discuss some important fundamental data. First, we have the price-to-earnings ratio, commonly referred to as the PE ratio. This key metric evaluates a company's current share price in relation to its earnings per share. A high PE ratio may indicate that the stock is overvalued, or it could suggest that investors are anticipating significant growth rates in the future. In other news, the upcoming earnings report for the third quarter of 2025 is anticipated on the 4th of November, 2025. Analysts' consensus estimates stand at 8 cents. It's important to monitor these figures, as they can have a substantial influence on stock prices. Now let's discuss some potential day trading levels for SOFI. In case of an upward trend, the first resistance level for SOFI is at $25.62. If you do not own any shares, you might want to wait for this level to be surpassed before entering a position. For those already holding the stock, this could be a strategic point to consider for swing trading. On the downside, SOFI encounters its first support level at $22.40. If this support level holds, it may represent a good entry point, anticipating a rebound. The combined average rating for SOFI from various analyst sources is to sell. Now, let's examine some recent insider trades. On the 28th of August, 2025, Noto Anthony conducted an insider purchase of 1,500,000 shares of prepaid forward contract. On the 26th of August, 2025, Hutton George Thompson conducted an insider sale of 154,000 shares of common stock. On the 20th of August, 2025, Keo Kelly conducted an insider sale of 10,578 shares of common stock. On the 14th of August, 2025, Schopenhauer Eric conducted an insider sale of 55,731 shares of restricted stock unit. On the 14th of August, 2025, Schopenhauer Eric also conducted an insider purchase of 55,731 shares of common stock. Analyzing the 100 most recent insider trades, we find that the insider power is negative, with a ratio of 0.039. In total, insiders purchased 4,342,655 shares and sold 4,586,462 shares in the last 100 trades. Our recommended stop loss is set at $24.40, reflecting a decline of 4.47%. This stock experiences significant daily fluctuations, which introduces a higher level of risk. Currently, a sell signal has been generated from a pivot top identified 4 days ago. Is SOFI stock a good buy? Several short-term indicators, along with an overall positive trend, suggest that the current level may present a buying opportunity, as there is a considerable chance for SOFI stock to perform well in the near future. After examining the volatility and movements from the previous trading day, our analysis indicates that the current price is undervalued. For trading on Tuesday, the 2nd of September, we anticipate that SOFI will open higher by approximately 18 cents and begin trading at $25.72. We remind you that trading involves a high risk of losing money, and you should consult with a financial advisor before buying or selling any securities. Your investment decisions should not be based solely on information from StockInvest.us. By utilizing this information, you acknowledge and accept responsibility for your own investment choices. This is our current view of the stock. Do you agree or disagree? Please share your thoughts in the comments below. What is your target for this stock? Remember to like and subscribe. We wish you successful trading and hope you have a wonderful day. With regards from all of us here at StockInvest.